welcome to Film in Minnesota. I'm your host, Alan Tracy.
I'm your other host, Rahana Power.
And today we're talking summer movies.
Yay!
Whatever that means.
Yeah, that's exactly. Whether that means it came out in summer, even if it's about ice fishing, which, yeah, let's go watch that. Or if it's about summer specifically.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
So I think we're gonna mix it up a bit. We'll talk about like our favorite summer movies, but first we'll kind of talk about what's happening this summer. Were you looking forward to any movies coming out this summer, Rahana?
I really was. There were so many that I wanted to see. So I feel like I've been really vocal, especially on the podcast, about how much I hate scary movies, and cannot and will not do them. But I loved A Quiet Place. So when I found out they were doing a second one, like, I'm sure it's not going to be everything that the first one was, but I'm so excited about it. And that was supposed to, I think, come out at like the beginning of summer or maybe even the end of spring. But yeah, I was really looking forward to that. Black Widow.
Yep.
Gosh, there's quite a few. The new Wonder Woman movie. I really, really want to see that. In the Heights. And then Ghostbusters. I don't know. There were like a handful that I was so looking forward to. How about you?
Yeah, my summer was going to start early, just like all the Avengers movies that came out in April. It was kind of like right before summer in previous years. I definitely wanted to see Saint Maud, an A24 film. What was it here? Oh yeah, the new Candyman.
Yep.
A Promising Young Woman. Definitely, yeah, Wonder Woman, 1984. Yep, A Quiet Place 2, just like you, and F9.
Because why not?
Yeah, I mean, they made it, right?
That's true. I mean, I do love Ludacris, so any chance to watch Ludacris, I mean, I'm in for that at least.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
I think F7 was the last one, really, like since Paul Walker died. These are just to round it out to a perfect 3 trilogy thing.
Right. Although Hobbs and Shaw was pretty entertaining. Like,
yeah.
I was more entertained by that than I think I have been by most of the Fast and the Furious movies themselves.
Yeah. Which
I did not expect, because I expected to hate the whole thing. But that's another topic. Yeah, A Promising Young Woman. You mentioned that. Yes, I was really looking forward to that one too. I think it looks very interesting. Carey Mulligan's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, she looked good in the previews too. It was just kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
But also about last year, some movies that came out. Midsummer, Men in Black.
Which was fun. I feel like a lot of people didn't like the International Men in Black or whatever it was called. Because that had...
Tessa Thompson.
Yep. And, what's his name? Thor. I can't remember. I'm like blanking on every human being's name right now, you guys.
That works.
Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, like it had those two, and I love those two. So I guess I just had I was so involved in that it didn't matter how the film itself went. But I thought it was really good, and I know a lot of people hated it.
Yeah.
You know what? Just let yourself be entertained, guys. That's all it is. It's entertaining.
Yeah. I think that's what summer movies are really about.
Yeah.
Just the eminent aspect. It doesn't have to be taken too seriously, and just enjoyable to some degree,
Exactly. Enjoyable to watch, and honestly, I'm sure that they're very enjoyable to make.
Right.
Like, they're just fun.
Like, Midsummer was interesting because story, like, it's not a traditional film. Definitely very art house. which is why it got critical reviews.
I couldn't tell what kind of movie that was supposed to be. I haven't seen it. I was confused by the trailers.
Yeah, I would call it an art house thriller, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Art house is definitely big in there, but it's a long movie too. It feels at times like it is. But as a filmmaker, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the technical aspects of it. So, let's see. They also had like comedies like Late Night.
Which I really wanted to see. I haven't. Because that's with Mindy Kaling, right?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I love her. Yeah, I really want to watch that.
The Dead Don't Die.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Well, it's a comedy about horror, about zombies, with Bill Murray and Adam Driver.
Yeah, I remember seeing. Okay, I feel like a jerk. Yeah, that looked really bad. But I remember seeing it because I'm obsessed with Adam Driver, so I really wanted to, and Bill Murray, of course, naturally. I wanted to see it really bad, but I heard like iffy things about it, and then I was like, I guess it probably doesn't look great, so I didn't. But like, how do you go wrong with those two? Did you see it, Alan?
I did. Mm-hmm.
What did you think? Give us your.
I liked it.
Yeah, your little review.
Yeah. Basically, pretty funny film, I think. I mean, it's enjoyable. Again, it's just just a fun film about some very interesting characters in a small town where it starts to become overrun by zombies, and I really liked Tilda Swinton in there, even though it was kind of like, this is strange, a strange character for this place, but I guess every town has one of these, I suppose.
I feel like she's really good in those roles.
Yeah, and Danny Glover is great, and Chloe Sevigny.
I love Danny Glover. Okay, so it's and Steve Buscemi's in it. I didn't realize that. So it's worth watching.
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because as I look at this cast, I'm leaning more towards I need to watch this as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I feel like Bill Murray makes some really good summer movies too.
That's true. Let's see, last year also, I guess if you like horrors, the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which I have yet to see, so I'll have to add that to this year's list. I did see The Hustle. That's a comedy. So
how was that?
That was funny. It was more enjoyable than I thought it would be.
Really?
So it's the remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they retitled it for some reason, but because I remember them saying they were doing this, but I was like a female version of it, and I was really interested, and then I was like, well, where is this movie?
Yeah.
It's called The Hustle, apparently. I'm like,
I bet that's why they relabeled it, is so people would give it more of a chance, because I feel like the last few films where they've remade like female versions, like, or with a female cast, I think that the films are fantastic, but I have heard from other people where they are immediately uninterested because it's a remake and it's a female cast, which is infuriating, but that's again a different discussion for a different podcast. But yeah, so maybe that's what they were trying to, get away from people walking into it thinking of it just as a remake, and instead, like, hey, this is an amazing cast. Don't be a dick. Watch the movie.
Yeah, it's its own film in that
Exactly.
way, even though it is taking directly from, it did take directly from Dirty Rotten
Yeah.
Scoundrels. So some people might think, hey, who are we trying to kid here? Wait a minute. But obviously, that was already part of the whole reason they were making
Right.
it. Let's see, also like Booksmart, because I remember Clara came to our podcast last summer and she said she saw that before she came to see us and said she loved that movie. So, and it was quite good.
I still have to watch it. I'm disappointed in myself for not having watched it already. Clara, don't hate me. It is on my list. I do want to see it. I've heard amazing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was very good. And I have yet to see Child's Play, so that will make the list this year.
Ugh. Yeah, sure. That's
You don't want to watch Scary Stories or
no,
Child's
not at all.
Play?
Okay, so isn't Child's Play, and this is me being a child again. So this is a scary movie, obviously. Aren't those like the Chucky movies? Isn't that the same thing? Yeah. How many of those damn movies do we need? Okay, it's a psycho doll that's trying to kill everyone. We get it. Can we be done already?
No.
Just Rana, shut up. Yeah.
Well, the original trilogy was the main one, and then like the cult following took off with like Bride of Chucky and all that.
How many are
so.
there? There's got to be quite a few, right? I've never seen any of them.
I think there's like at least 9 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But this had Aubrey Plaza in it too.
Oh, really?
So,
That makes sense.
Yeah,
She's a weird one, but she's so awesome. I seriously
She
I
is.
fucking love Aubrey Plaza. She's wonderful.
such a deadpan personality,
Yeah.
you know. And then I wonder, you know, how is she in this film? You know, is she the same way? Because she kind of has been typecasted into that type of role, at least.
Yeah, she has. I feel like she's got a lot of talent. I'm sure she does really well in this. I mean, I'm never going to see it, so
Yeah.
you'll have to tell me. But yeah, I'm sure she does well. And what last year summer movie, didn't 47 Meters Down come out? Wasn't that also a scary movie?
I guess. I don't know. It was the shark movie, I suppose.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yep. Nope. Hard pass. No, thank you. Eek.
I saw The Meg. I know that was an older one, but, you know, when all these shark movies come out.
I heard they were going to make another one of those too.
Yeah. Well, they had a huge cast. I mean, it was just...
Right. I mean, they had Dwight Schrute, so come on.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I know about the movie. It's a giant shark and Dwight Schrute was there. That's all I know.
Dwight Schrute was there
That is
in
my
all his glory.
Yes.
He had some pretty good moments, too, yeah. Mhm.
I believe it. He's fantastic. I would
Jason
love to see him in
Statham,
more.
Ruby Rose also, yeah.
Wine Country came out last year
Ooh.
on Netflix, and I feel like maybe I don't think that I've really heard of anyone else that's actually watched it.
I have.
So
We talked
are,
about this.
We did.
Yeah.
So we are the two. Everyone should honestly watch this. It's a great movie. I mean, you've got your classic cast, and it's wonderful. Yeah, everyone should go watch it. It is a fantastic summer film for adults. Yeah, my issue... I feel like I'm just jumping all over the place. My issue with summer films is that I feel like they're meant for, as Schmidt would say, the youths.
Schmidt.
Like, yeah, from New Girl.
Oh.
Have you not seen New Girl?
No. Well,
Oh.
I watched a few here and there.
Oh my gosh, Alan. Okay, so we have to discuss our friendship after this podcast. But
Well, we need to discuss why you think Wine Country is so great, but, you know.
because it's wonderful. First of all, the cast. Like, Jesus, the cast. I mean, Maya Rudolph, Amy Poehler,
I love
Jason
Amy Poehler.
Schwartzman. I am in love with Amy Poehler. Like, if...
But this just
She's
didn't do
wonderful.
it for me. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
You know
You
what?
know this.
I know. Maybe I blocked it. I probably like blocked the fact that you didn't like it because it made me sad.
Yeah.
I genuinely like. I really, really loved it. It was very much my movie. But then again, I'm also a lady, and I love wine,
Yeah.
and I love like films about like women and their friends, just like doing
Sure.
and being what they want to be. So maybe that's why I was so like into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Well,
tagline is
that-
"Friendship is a trip." Who doesn't love that?
It is. It is a trip.
It is.
But that leads into our favorites, summer movies.
Yeah,
So that Wine Country, is that one of yours?
I would say so. Yeah. I feel like I'm really judgmental about summer movies, and when I say summer movies, I mean movies that not necessarily a movie that came out in the summer, but more so like movies that I correlate to summer. Like when I think of a film, I think of summer, or like it takes place in you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So that's one of mine. What about yours?
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement. Movies that take place in the summer that I like, definitely one is American Pie 2.
Yeah. That's great. Although I haven't...
That hit at the right time, like just, after college. You know.
I haven't seen those movies in years. But I mean...
Yeah. It's been like 20 years, so almost.
Which is crazy. Oh my God, Alan, we're so old.
Yeah, remember, like, when we were growing, it was always like, remember the 70s, 80s, whatever,
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't.
Right? Oh my God, it did. It came out in 2001. This movie is 19 years old, you guys. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
The 20-year anniversary? Well, I guess they only celebrate 25 years. What do you think, huh?
I mean, it was my introduction to Eugene Levy, and I love Eugene
Oh, yes.
Levy.
The American Pie is definitely...
What a classic. But yeah, that's a really good one. And then one that I know that we agree on is What About Bob?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Bob? Bill Murray. Total
Classic.
summer vacation, trying to get away from your crazy patients.
He's just so lovable. Like,
But a lot... It sounds like this is like the perfect movie for right now because we're all saying to ourselves the same thing he is at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. It's like you have to tell yourself that every morning
Yeah.
in order to get up.
it's, yeah, it is. It's very relatable.
Yeah.
And that movie makes me think of, I feel like it's similar in a lot of ways to The Great Outdoors, which is not one of my favorite summer movies, but it is excellent. But yeah, they have like a similar feel to me. I don't know.
John Candy. Mhm.
Yeah. So that's a good one.
Because, I mean, a lot of us are just clocking in from work. Remember that? He just clocks. He's like, I got to go to work. He sits down at a desk in his apartment. And he goes to work. He like picked up a phone. I guess I didn't understand what was going on there. But that's like how he punched in.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's just like Zoom.
Yeah, exactly. It's very relatable.
Then you go to a psychiatrist who's going on vacation until Labor Day.
which is unacceptable.
Yeah.
So, naturally, you go along.
But baby steps. Baby steps.
Oh, man. The scene, I was about to say John Candy. Bill Murray on the sailboat, tied to the front, like the, whatever it is, the pole.
Yeah.
Just screaming, I'm sailing. Oh my God, I'm sailing. It's amazing. Bill Murray's wonderful.
I sailed. Yeah. I sailed.
I
love Richard Dreyfuss in that film, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just his level of craziness is like that he can get to. Say something indiscernible here. It's like,
yeah, he progressed in like the perfect way throughout that film because he's completely normal. Like he's totally, like he's great in the beginning, and you see like sparks of it like gradually, and then he just explodes and can't handle it. It's phenomenal.
Up to the very end.
Yeah. I feel like you have another Bill Murray movie on your list too, don't you?
I do. I have Caddyshack.
Yeah. I have not seen that, but I'm pretty sure I'm one of like 3 people in existence that haven't seen it.
Well, it's a golf movie in the 80s.
But yeah, classic movie. Classic Bill Murray. Again.
Rodney Dangerfield, Chevy Chase. Of course, I heard Chevy Chase and Bill Murray do not get along.
Oh, really?
I think that's kind of a commonly known thing, kind of. But and they only had Bill Murray for one day to film for that movie, and he's like in every other scene.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
That's insane.
But I mean, if you watch the movie, which you should, and then watch the documentary, The 19th Hole, talks about how they made it and all this crazy stuff. And of course, this movie was not popular when it came out. So.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How do you not like Bill Murray? I mean, I have met him for like 5 whole minutes. Okay, so we're basically best friends. And he is a wonderful man.
Well, I mean, I think it's big egos when it comes down to
Which
it,
makes
perhaps.
sense.
So, I mean, Chevy Chase, he was the SNL guy. He was the man, you know. So,
I could definitely see that though.
Yeah. Who's the bigger star, Chevy Chase or Bill Murray? So it's just kind of like, who cares?
Right?
You know?
Yeah, that's how we see it. But I can definitely understand those two. Going head to head.
And Ted Knight, he's from Mary Tyler Moore show. He was the perfect, like, stuck-up rich guy in this movie. You'll all the one-liners you can get from him alone in this film is just like, oh, what a great thing. Are you my pal, Danny?
What else do you have on your list? Your faves, number ones.
Another comedy I have is Trainwreck.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people hate on Amy Schumer unjustifiably. She's hilarious.
Well, she's unapologetic, so I mean, I guess that helps you be unlikable.
Right. But I mean, she's just herself. Like, that's it. She's, you know, I think that's fantastic, especially as, I don't know, I'm not going to go off on a rant. Trying to do less of that lately. But she, like I thought, and I think her and Bill Hader made a really cute pair in that film in a way that I did not ever expect them to.
Yeah,
you know? They played off each other so well.
Yeah, because when I saw Bill Hader, because at the time he was kind of more known for the, like, sidekick guy, like in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He was just kind of like the buddy, you know. God,
that movie's so good. That's on my list, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, and his role in that is, I mean, he's funny. He's really funny, but he's also like a straight man. Like he's not trying to be the funny guy, you know?
Right. Kind of like in Superbad. He's like, he wants to be the cool cop, but he also wants to do his job and not be taken seriously at the same time.
He's excellent.
So Forgetting Sarah Marshall's on your list?
Oh, hell yeah. I love that movie. I think that the cast is fantastic. I like fell in love with Jason Segel after that film.
Mine was Mila Kunis, but
naturally. Yep.
In Hawaii, I mean,
right? Like how does that movie not make you want to move to Hawaii? That's what I want to know.
Right.
Like,
right.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
I had Blue Crush on mine. That's another Hawaiian film.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, surfer girl movie.
I think that, and I'm surprised by this, I'm not interested in surfer movies because I was looking at lists of films the other day, and there's a couple. There's a few surfer films, and I was like,
yeah,
which really surprises me coming from California.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, because the name sounded familiar, but I didn't. Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, Michelle Rodriguez is in it, and Kate Bosworth. Of course, I just like surfer girls. That's kind of my thing. So
naturally,
might be a little revealing there, but you know,
that's okay. That makes sense, though. Okay, what about 500 Days of Summer?
I do like that film a lot.
It's so good. Which I feel like both is and isn't about summer, but like I don't even fully remember.
Right.
But yeah.
It's about relationships, really.
Yeah. And like those two, so JGL and Zoe Deschanel are two of my favorite humans that I have never met.
Did you call him JGL?
Oh, 100%.
What?
Yeah, 100%. In my head, we're like super close. So yeah, I call him JGL. Yeah, I feel no shame, Alan. No shame. But yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is. Those two are unfreaking real. I love them. They became like best friends making this movie, and I love that. And little side note, fun fact about these two and their friendship. Well, not even a fun fact. This is stupid, actually. So they like recorded a little video of them singing. It's a New Year's Eve song. And one of them is playing the guitar, I believe, and one of them is playing a ukulele, which is the coolest instrument. But I really want to learn how to play ukulele. But yeah, and they sing that together, and it's like my favorite little like thing for New Year's Eve every single year for the last like decade. And they got together and decided to be best friends because of this movie. So this movie gave us that friendship. That's all we need. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm happy with that.
Uh-huh. Well, I know her name is Summer, so in the movie. So it's
as it should be.
Must have been 500 days of that.
500 days of him loving this lady, and she was like, "Nah, fam."
Yeah. It's over. What?
It's very depressing.
You knew going into it. It's very limited. A limited time engagement.
It's just so sad. Poor JGL.
What is that? Just shy of 2 years, huh?
Yeah, like a year and a half. Something like that. I don't know. Math is hard. Anyway, I feel like I've embarrassed myself enough about that topic. So another movie, Independence Day.
Yes.
I mean, Will Smith, enough said.
Yes. Let's not talk about him ever again. No, I'm just kidding.
Ever again.
If that's what you meant.
No, I meant like that's enough for me with that movie. So everything else is just like cherries on top. Like Will Smith is, I will pretty much watch anything that Will Smith is in. I think that there might be like a couple of his films that I haven't seen. But yeah, he can do anything. He's brilliant. He's hilarious in that movie. We watch it every year. And I think it's wonderful. Him and, I was going to say Joseph Gordon-Levitt again. Shit. Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
They should make more movies together. They're really funny together. They play off each other so well.
Right. Yeah, Independence Day was also on my list.
Nice.
Great action movie, or epic action movie. That's what started the whole epic movies, really, I think. Same filmmaker went on to make, I think it was like The Day After Tomorrow and 2012 and things like that. All these end of apocalyptic world event type things. I did have Fast and the Furious on my list. That's another summertime type of movie. I feel like that's kind of been the case throughout their long run here.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like, they came out in the summer. It's just like cars, the roads are clear for everyone in the U.S., so just drive it up,
Man, the first one, that Fast and the Furious, came out in 2001 as well.
Yeah, so by the time F9, like, let's not even say the word. Because the first one was called The Fast and the Furious. Yep. What a mouthful. I mean, it's like...
who has time to say all that? Ugh.
And then they kept switching it up. Like, it's Too Fast, Too Furious. It's like... Or it's just Fast and Furious. Or Fast 5. Or Furious 7. It's like... What are we doing?
I mean, they're trying to give you a good look into the film. Like, what does it have? Does it have Fast and Furious? Does it just have one or the other? I mean, if they're, like, abbreviating, like, this is F9, maybe it's neither Fast nor Furious. Maybe they're just fucking done. Like, who knows?
This could be the final.
Exactly.
9.
Final 9.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they're... I don't know. I was about to make a really stupid joke. I agree with you. That's all.
Yeah. You're done with it. That's what I think.
I am.
You've had 2 decades of Fast and or Furious.
Like, that's enough. Like, yes, we have other...
I think we've...
like Star Wars, we also have 9 films in that franchise, which is great, but it's also spanning how much time? Like, you got to give us time in between your 9 movies, for the love of God. Even like Mission Impossible and like all those where there's like 700 movies. Oh my God! Like, can you give us like 30 years and then make a new one, or 20 years, something like that? Like, do we have to keep doing this?
Yeah, well, since Disney bought up all the rights for everything, they're like, let's make money. People only want to see this, so let's give them more of that.
You certainly can't blame them.
Yeah. And that's the whole point. It's like, these are summer movies. They're enjoyable. They're, fun to watch because you don't see that every day.
Very true.
Yeah. But people feel like that when they get out of the theater and start revving their cars up. It's like, okay, dude, you don't have that type of car. Don't.
It's like somebody getting in my little Chevy Aveo hatchback, little yellow thing. It sounds like it has no muffler.
Run that into the ground.
I mean, one of these days, it's not going to let me move it from one side of the street to the other.
And you will be furious.
Exactly.
Because it's not going fast.
Exactly. Now that's a movie. God. Let's see, another. I've got a couple of like older films on my list from like growing up, so when I was younger. So I've got Dirty Dancing. Just because, I mean, it's taking place in like during the summer, you know, like it's, I don't know. It just makes me think of, anyway. And this one's, and
weren't they remaking that also?
I think they did.
Dirty Dancing?
They did. I think they've remade it, and then they made like a sequel, like a, what is it? Like Dirty Dancing Havana Nights or something like that. Neither of which I watched. Like, you have the original. Okay, thanks, bye. Like, I'm good with that. If it doesn't have Patrick Swayze in it, please don't try. I don't know if either of the other two have them or not.
Boy, times have changed.
Another one that I feel like no one is ever going to take me seriously again after I admit this. So back in the day, when I was little, I used to love Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Like, I wanted to be just like them. I was really upset that I didn't have an identical twin. Like, thanks, Mom. You know, like, because I just thought they were the bee's knees, and they were so cool. And their film, It Takes Two.
Yes.
Where, like, they're identical twins, but one of them is like rich and lives in England, and another one is like poor and lives in the States, and they like meet each other somehow at this summer camp that for some reason both their families decide to send them to. It's really weird. Anyway, and they like swap places, and it's like yay. So I remember
that film.
Right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was a consistent one because they ate sloppy joes, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They did eat sloppy joes.
I should get some sloppy joes.
That sounds delicious. And you should sing the Adam Sandler Sloppy Joe song while you eat them.
No.
Fine. But yeah, so like that's obviously not something that I would like watch now, but it like when I was looking through like or thinking about summer movies, that popped up, and it was very like nostalgic.
Same here with I was gonna say real quick before we get into My Girl there, The Parent Trap with Haley Mills, the old one.
Yeah. Yes.
That was a movie my parents had around, so I watched it, of course, and that's exactly like It Takes Two. It's probably where It Takes Two came from, so...
Yeah, likely.
Or at least the idea.
Yeah, that is a classic.
And
then they tried to, like, remake it with... Who was in the remake?
I think it was it Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give a thumbs down to that, but yeah, the original was a classic. It's an excellent one. I love it.
Again, Disney.
Right, I mean, yeah. They own the world. We just live in it.
Oh boy. You were saying My Girl.
Yeah, that was all I had to say about that. just My Girl. I don't remember a ton about My Girl, except the song that her mother used to sing to her. And then the fact that her friend was allergic to bees and died because he got stung by the bees.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yes. That's pretty much everything that I remember about My Girl. But again, I used to love it. Like, I was very nostalgic.
Right.
And then I feel like I haven't seen her in anything else since. And all of a sudden I started watching Veep
Yep.
not long ago, and she's in that, and I was like, oh my God, it's my girl. And she's obviously a completely different type of human being, which is phenomenal. And by the way, everyone should watch Veep. It's amazing. But yeah, so she, it's good to know that she's back.
Mm-hmm.
She's good. My girl.
I like also semi-older, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if we want to talk about relationship movies with some action.
I did like that movie.
And it also kicked off the Brangelina brand.
I know that a lot of people hate on Angelina Jolie.
For that reason, too.
For that reason, but I love her. I also love Rachel, also known as Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
But I do. I love Angelina Jolie. I think she's an amazing actress. She's a little bonkers, but if you, whoever's listening to this and thinking, Rahana, shut the fuck up, Angelina Jolie's crazy, or she's a bitch, or she's something. Okay, if you were in her shoes and you had her life and you had to deal with all the same bullshit, you would probably be crazy too. So stop. Plus, they have some amazing children, and I think it's wonderful. Right. I love their family. Even though they're not together anymore, I still love their little family. So I loved that movie. I thought it was quite wonderful.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Their relationship, the Brangelina together, like the it couple that they were, like number one in the world or something.
Yeah.
But then to like with Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and then going to like their last film together, By the Sea. And it's just like, wow. That kind of tells the whole story of where it was good and then it wasn't, you know. Because that whole movie is pretty depressing. So
it's so depressing. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really comes full circle. But I thought that Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a very fun movie. And they did a really good job. It was very enjoyable. Another fun one that I know is on your list is Nice Guys.
Yes.
Super duper fun. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely should.
Shane Black film.
Yes. I'm blanking on their names again. Alan, what is wrong with me?
Ryan and Russell.
Gosling. Yes, Ryan Gosling, Russell Crowe.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful talent. They're hilarious together. It's so funny, and Ryan Gosling's daughter in the movie is hilarious. It's wonderful,
and it's really funny to see him shaving in the line to get gas with that little shaver. But seeing the gas prices too, it was like,
yeah. Oh my God!
They're all driving these big boats, but they're all in line to get gas, and it's like, really, people did this.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. It's such a clever film.
Yeah.
Like, and that's one of those ones where they could make a sequel, and I think it would be just like equally as good and entertaining. Right. I would love for them to do that.
Yeah, that kind of was the vibe I was getting once it wrapped up. It was kind of like you could make more of these. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then, like most sequels, it can be just as good. So,
right.
like Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have seen one Terminator movie. Wait. Two. I've seen two Terminator movies. This is a very exciting revelation.
Which
one
two?
One of which is the newest one with Khaleesi.
Okay, Genesis.
Yep. And then the other one is the one that had Sam Worthington and Christian Bale.
Salvation. Yep.
That is it.
Ouch.
Yeah. Wait. Did they make another one recently where like Sarah Connor, like somebody?
Yep. Dark Fate.
Yeah. Okay. I think I saw that one too. I don't even remember. They all blend together after a while. Anyway, I haven't seen the original, so I haven't. My point is, I haven't seen this movie, but I take your word for it that it is an excellent film.
Yeah, because it it is far and away, especially in its time. 1991 is when it was released. On 4th of July weekend, it was released, and it was number one all month of July in those days.
Dang.
In 1991, and it deserved. I was, of course, too young to see it.
Naturally.
My parents were very adamant that I stay within my age range of ratings. So it had been highly coveted from that age, 1991, all the way up until when I could legally see it.
Right.
Or at least get permission at some point. And it was just the best thing ever, because I was filled with anticipation of seeing it, and it took years to finally see it. And it lived up to it. It was just the
That's
best
awesome.
film.
So the anticipation definitely added to the fact that
Right. And by that time, James Cameron finally made another movie.
which we all know can take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop to a different topic really quick, because you just made me think of something, and now I'm very curious what your answer will be. What was the first movie that you remember seeing in the theater?
Batman.
Which one?
The Tim Burton, Jack Nicholson.
Nice.
But here's the thing. I remember going to the movie theater. I was visiting my uncle in Cape Cod. I was like 4 years old or something, and I fell asleep.
Aw.
So the only thing I remember is Batman. Then I wake up and we're back at,
Aw.
wherever we were staying. So,
Yeah.
because I fell asleep. So
That makes sense. Aw. That's a great first movie. At least for remember. That's awesome. Okay. Sorry,
about you?
I it was such a tangent there. Mine was actually Independence Day.
that was your first movie in the theater?
That I remember. I'm certain that it was not my first theater movie, but it's the first one that I remember. Like, that I have like a vivid memory of like going to the theater, sitting in the theater, being with my dad and my uncle, like being fully conscious for the film, watching it, like being all in. Yes. Like
Fully conscious. Okay.
like fully aware of what's going, like the fact that like sitting there and actually like watching the movie. I'm certain that
What?
I went to like the theater before then, because my dad is obsessed with movies, which led to my love for them. But yeah, that's the first one that I like really remember going to the theater and like having that full experience.
Wow. I mean, that's a great one, but
Yeah.
to be the first one you can remember, I mean,
I don't have a great long-term memory, so that definitely doesn't help. But but yeah.
96, huh?
Yeah.
Did you see it like opening weekend or something? Or
I don't-
around?
I couldn't tell you.
There were a lot of people in the theater, maybe. Huh?
Likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that we were with my uncle and my cousin, and we would visit them for 4th of July, because they lived like a couple hours away from us. So it was probably like opening weekend. I'm assuming it came out like on 4th
So you
of
didn't
July.
see like Jurassic Park or? No.
Not in theater, no.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. I didn't see Jurassic Park for a while.
Oh, okay. Not into dinosaurs or?
Yeah. No.
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 That's a firm no.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of judgment if I go into detail on that. It's fine. Anyway.
This is a podcast. You're only going to get it from me.
That's true. We don't want to lose listeners because I have specific theories on Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
But no, I enjoy Jurassic Park. I don't remember seeing it in the theater. Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
a random memory, but yeah, we'll see.
Let's see. I definitely love the Rowan Atkinson films, as you may have seen on my list. Mr. Bean's Holiday takes a road trip through France to get to the Cannes Film Festival. Because he wins a trip to the south of France, and all he wants to do is go to the beach. But there's a thing called the Cannes Film Festival, which is highly prestigious. And apparently that's important to some people.
Apparently, I don't know. Those people.
Which is ironic as a film, but it's great to watch. And then like Johnny English. As far as animated films, I like the Simpsons movie.
Yeah.
That was a big deal when it came out. Just like, I remember at that time people were speculating like, is this the end of the Simpsons series? They make a movie, then they're done, you know?
Never.
Like, nope. We're going to make 80 more of these. So.
Yeah. Simpsons will never be over.
Inside Out.
I still haven't seen that.
What?
I know, I want to so badly.
Fire up your Disney Plus and go watch it. So.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus? I mean, that makes sense. I don't know. There are things that should be on there that aren't yet.
It's a Disney film, so I would imagine it is.
Yeah, so are all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but there's one of them that's just not available. For like a year.
One?
I don't remember.
What?
We just recently watched all of them. We're just like going through series now because there's nothing else to do with life. And so we watched, it started with Pirates of the Caribbean, and we were watching all of them on Disney Plus, and then one of them wasn't on there, so we're like, oh, I guess we'll break out the Blu-ray. But yeah, I can't remember which one.
I'll get that disc out of this box I've been holding on for years.
Right, like it's in the storage closet, and I'm like, oh, it's a good thing we have this, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's right next to E.T. Yeah.
Okay, no, E.T. is on the entertainment center. Thank you. Right next to the TV, so I can continue trying to push through.
Come on, Rahana. You only have like 90 minutes left. I mean,
that's so long.
I mean, it's like watching one episode of Stranger Things. That's really all it is.
I know. I will. I'm going to watch it because I've committed to watching it. I just never committed to a time
Halloween,
frame.
You know that.
What?
You ruined my Halloween. You remember that, right?
I don't remember that.
I wanted to watch E.T. and I did not have it.
I'm so sorry. Is it a Disney movie?
No.
I don't know why I would think it is. I don't know. That was a stupid question. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
You can do it, Rahana. I believe you can watch it during the stay-at-home, post-stay-at-home, I don't know, whatever
age we're in now.
Yeah. The stay-at-home age, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an at-home movie.
It is.
Home entertainment.
I just need some, I was going to say Reese's Pieces, but I don't actually like those, so I'll just get some M&Ms and pretend.
You know, they were originally going to be like M&Ms or something.
Really?
Yeah. There's a whole thing about that. I don't know what it was exactly, but they wound up with Reese's Pieces, so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I forget what the whole deal was, but.
Intriguing.
My last film. Well, wait a minute. Despicable Me. That's the other. Those films.
Yeah, Despicable Me is good.
Again, more enjoyable. You know, just it's good for everyone, really. So.
Yeah, we saw that one in the drive-thru too, so that was really cool.
Recently, or?
No, like when it came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, wow, yeah, I thought, yeah, if theaters are doing like drive-up ones, that makes more sense now, you know.
They really should. I really miss the theater. And drive-ins are so fun, but...
Yeah, and it'd have to be really late at night, you know, but, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let's see, I think I have a couple more. Ooh, Wet Hot American Summer, which is on Netflix. It's hilarious. Paul Rudd never ages. What the hell? And Ferris Bueller's Day Off, naturally. Mamma Mia, which I don't even know, like, it's just
What is that?
it's just so, like, lovely. That's the only way that I can describe it. It's very lovely, and I fucking love ABBA, whatever, which probably helps. Anyway, and Palm Springs, which is new. It's on Hulu. It is Andy Samberg, who's the funniest. It has the mom from How I Met Your Mother, and everyone should watch it because it's a really, it's just a really enjoyable movie. And it has, his name, J.K. Simmons, I think. Yeah, J.K. Simmons. He's in it, and he's hilarious, as always. Yeah, everyone should absolutely watch that on Hulu.
Yeah. You also had The Sandlot, I think it was. Right?
Oh, shit. You're right. Yes, The Sand... I don't even remember my own list. Yes, The Sandlot. Because, obviously, first of all, baseball's the best. And, that's... Again, I feel like summer movies are really geared towards, or they're, like, about youth. Because when you're an adult, like, yes, it's summer, but it's also not the same. Like, you have to go to work. You have to, be an adult. But as a kid, like The Sandlot, it just encapsulates that. It's wonderful. So, yes, The Sandlot.
And as of this recording, there actually is baseball right now. So,
which is so exciting.
I don't know where you watch it, but, it's out there somewhere.
Yeah, I have to figure that out. I'm very excited about it. Although I'm so sad that we can't, like, go to a game. But even if we could, I wouldn't, because it's not safe. I don't trust it.
Sure.
But man, I'm glad that it's just back. 'Cause watching old games, it's not the same. It's just not.
Yeah, that's the thing with sports. Unless you really like the team and it's going somewhere, like a story is being told of, like, a championship run, it's kind of, well, there it is again.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Sports is kind of like the news. It's like, here's what happened yesterday.
Right.
And last week tonight with John Oliver.
Oh, God. That, yes.
It's just, old news.
Exactly. Which is fine. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So
my last summer movie was Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, yes. That was an excellent film. Charlize Theron is such a badass.
Yeah. And it's so sad that George Miller went out of his mind and said that she wasn't going to be in Furiosa.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't understand. I get that he wants to make a backstory film because he's kind of locked out of Mad Max for now, I guess. But
she is that character. Like, that's...
Yes.
Yeah. It's just stupid.
I think the story, like Fury Road, I think was really the end of Mad Max and the beginning of Furiosa's story or something. You know? I mean, yeah, she culminated to power, but it's like there's got to be more to this story than that's it.
Right. Yeah, she deserves more than that.
Yeah. But that just goes back to the whole Hollywood thing and the treasuring the fountain of youth, and it's like you need someone younger. It's like, is that going to make it better?
Right.
I don't know. I think that was the peak for him.
I would agree.
Unless he, changes his mind and comes to his senses or something, wakes up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Charlize Theron is now It's like now.
Right, exactly. And I mean, she's still, like, it's not that she needs that. Like, she's still working. She's still doing amazing things. Old Guard, which is out on Netflix right now, is phenomenal. And she does such an excellent job. But, I mean, when you have someone who is so, like, solely the character, like, why mess with that? I don't understand. Especially if people are, you know,
or why
wait
wait to tell, like, either a section of story before or after Fury Road that would better pertain to the actress you have now, you know?
Right.
You can always get a younger actor later.
Yeah.
But I mean she loved that role, you know, so.
Yeah. She did a mind-blowing job with it.
And we, of course, love her for doing it.
We do.
So.
We love her for everything.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
Summer movies. Woo! that was all I had. That was it. That was literally all I had. My God.
Rohana's going to get busy and watch the fall classic in summer, E.T.
Yeah. I mean, I should have it completed by this Halloween.
No, you have to have it done before Halloween so I can watch it.
Okay, I will have it done before Halloween so you can watch it. That's my life goal.
By mid-October.
Yes, exactly.
These movies are due back.
Yeah.
Please rewind.
Be kind, please. So I was just watching a Seinfeld episode the other day. That's another thing that I'm watching because I've never seen a lot of the episodes. So we're watching Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And there's an episode where they're returning a video to a video store, which, like, that in and of itself, I was just like, oh my God, I remember doing that. That was my childhood, and yay. Everyone should know what that feeling is like, and it makes me sad that people don't anymore. But
they return it to a red box, if at all. So.
If that. But so they were doing that, and then the guy was like, oh, it's a $3 charge because you didn't rewind. And then there's a sign, and I was like, oh my God. And George flips out, and I was like, this is fantastic. George is an asshole, and charge him $3. Be kind, rewind. Yeah, that's all. That was my story. I'm an excellent storyteller, you guys. I should write all of your
So they
scripts.
charge him the $3?
No, he ended up...
Oh, yeah, he takes it back.
Yeah,
he says, I'm going to keep it another day.
Yeah,
I still have another day.
Yeah, he was like, you're going to charge me less to keep it an extra day. I can rewatch it and then rewind it and then bring it back. And then I think he, like, gives it to somebody to rewind or something, and then they steal it or throw it away or something. And so he ends up getting charged like $30 to keep the movie. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Too good.
I remember American Psycho where he's like, I have to return some videotapes.
Oh, American Psycho. Is that with Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that in so long. What a good movie. What a weird movie.
I know. Weird. It's just like, yeah, people with money can get away with anything. So.
Which we're all finding out. Ba-ding.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Only they're not returning videotapes.
Yeah.
At least even the rich then had to return videotapes.
Exactly. Ugh. Anyway, that was my tangent for the week. Thank you for bearing with us. If you did, if you didn't, then never mind.
Well, let us know, like, comment about your favorite summer movie, hopefully. Let us know, hashtag us so we can share that up. So
yeah. And keep letting us know what you're working on. I know I've seen a lot of people starting new films and getting out there. I walked by a group of kids. Anyone under the age of 30 is a kid to me, by the way. But a group of kids over by my apartment earlier, and they were on the sidewalk filming something. So yeah, if you're working on something, hashtag us. Let us know. We would love to share that with the world.
Hopefully keeping safe doing it too. So
wear your masks, social distance, be safe, but create good things.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The end.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your time. And until next time, I am Rahana.
And I'm Alan.
And we are from Minnesota. Stay safe. We'll see you later.